That's so crazy that you're here, Inky. Um, I basically I'm literally just like reviewing the submissions. I feel like if you're going to watch the Wonders of Anarchy, like you can search stream as I'm taking a shower. Yeah, I didn't expect anyone to low-key be here. It's late at night, and also I have this just so I can like look back at the VOD, I guess. Um, but I'm just like reviewing Wonders of Anarchy gameplay that was submitted. So I would argue if you don't want to see that ahead of time, then don't watch this. It's not even that I'm like making my own content or anything based on like, cause like Stormy, obviously, I'm doing this for Stormy. And it's not like, cause I know Stormy does the streams. Uh, so I'm just like, I'm thumbing through them to see if there's anything that I find interesting, but I feel like sometimes, I don't know. I'm just like, let me stream it so I can look back at it later. And yeah, I'm just like, then I have it on a Milana! Oh my god! What? Oh my god! And I just got done saying like, oh, like, nobody's gonna be here. It's just gonna be like a calm whatever stream. Hi, Milana. Hello, Vish. That's so crazy. Like, people genuinely like hear. That's so genuinely funny. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Raiders. Mel, is that round one? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to go to round one at one point with Mel. And that also tells me that my raid alert isn't working. Because, like, it did not go off. So clearly, I've got some problems. She's busting a move. I know she was. She's literally so A1 at like DDR and stuff like that. Like, I've seen her firsthand. I know, Inky. I have it in my list. Actually, you submitted like every single person, mind you. I have everything on a list. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. I was saying that basically, what was I doing? Oh my gosh! A gifted sub is crazy! What? I'm so sad that my alerts are not working. That's wild. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Holy. This is so much. I can't believe it. I was just like, oh, I have to like review like this like bad gameplay and go through like Stormy's things. You just have to, or fanfare to sub for it. Oh, I mean, instead of the alert, I'm just like, woo! I'll manually do it. Woo! Da 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 da. That's so sad because also I like worked so hard on setting up my alerts just for them to not work. You just shifted to manual. Yes, I'll do it by voice. That's so funny. But anyways, yeah. Hopefully next time they work because I like handpicked. I also like paid for sounds and stuff like that for like sound alerts, and I paid just for them not to work when they really gotta work. But next time we'll do it. And congratulations, Inky, for being on a 7-stream run. But yeah, I was just gonna like you know, if you guys know Stormy does Wonders of Anarchy, where basically he like roasts a bunch of like terrible Splatoon players. But the thing is, like, a lot of people make submissions. And a lot of it is like not so great gameplay, and Stormy's a busy guy. And I think in comparison, I am maybe not as busy. So I offered to look through the gameplay for him because a lot of it is just boring. It's people that had like bad teammates, but they're not all that interesting to look at. So I just like, I have this whole, what's the word? I have this whole chart where I basically tell him what's good and what's not. So I usually just do this alone, but I'm like, let me just stream. Not that it may not be as interesting, When it's me, because Stormy's the one who's entertaining. But yeah, I'm just like going to go through this. It looks like we're going to be looking at a V bucket. Who was terrible? Look at this chart. Here we have the bad players. Exactly. And sometimes the person who submitted it is terrible. So sometimes I'll leave a note that's like, hey, can we take a look at the person who submitted because they're bad at the game. Wait. V bucket on the other team. Okay. I saw the bucket and I was like, uh-oh, is it you? I didn't know he had you as a reviewer. Yeah, I've like reviewed practically everything. Disgrace them in front of all of us. I'm sure they'll do a great job disgracing themselves. Here they are. Okay, this is tower in next rank. And I'm also, like, I watch them all out, even when there's, like, nothing here, and I've already decided that this guy's, like, not that great. I still watch the whole thing, because I'm like, maybe there's something interesting. But often there's not, and I should really just turn it off early. Oh, okay. This guy's not really doing anything. AFK gaming, yeah. Wait, actually, I'm gonna double check what this person said their issue is, right? According to them, let's see. I've got a hold listen. In my regular life, I'm like an assistant, so I've got this ready to go. They say the whole team was pretty mid. The opposing bucket, they refused to use squid form half the time. I don't know what their game plan was. They seem pretty clueless. Okay. That's not crazy. I mean, I don't know that they're not in squid form. I think they're just sloshing. They got a pick. Actually? Okay. What they're running doesn't seem too crazy either. Based on their gear. Appreciate the benefit of the doubt, even if it never pays off, finding out it's X rank. Yeah, you see some genuinely wild people in X rank, like some people who don't seem like they know how to play the game, and those are the people we're looking for. Like, this is like poor gameplay, but it's not like, I'm not like shook at how terrible this guy is. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like Inky said, it's like AFK gaming. Like, it's a guy just kind of sloshing around, like not really doing anything. Like, this is like this cosmetic guy. That's the thing, is that a lot of people who do these submissions, they're like regular bad, and not like biblical bad, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that like genuinely like blow my mind, if that makes sense. And this guy, like, you know, like, and you know what? That's the other thing. You see, he's striking the tower, right? So clearly he has like a brain in his skull that he knows to strike tower. It's just kind of whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna watch the rest of it, but you know, this is the kind of thing that I reject, because it's like, would I be mad if this guy is on my team? Yeah, but it's like, you get these kind of guys on your team all the time, right? We're looking for a dime a dozen, and this guy's just like, in my opinion, not really it. Tell me if something crazy happens, because I'm gonna start putting in my notes. I'm putting regular bad gameplay. Yeah, and it's half of a game. It's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds as well. Regular bad gameplay. Guy is not great, but they're competent. They're competent enough to do things like strike tower. And also they got an okay pick as well. So I'm just gonna deny that and move on to the next one. Do you have any recommendations for identifying weakness in gameplay? I want to get better, but I've heard VOD review itself is its own skill. Yeah, actually, so as much as I'm looking at these for content, I'm also a commentator. So I feel like I watch a lot of gameplay, right? And I can be very really strong analyst because I also coach my friends who are like top level players. Identifying weaknesses in gameplay, in all fairness, I agree. VOD review in itself is a skill. And I feel like if you don't know what you're looking for, like how do you VOD review yourself? I myself am not great at VOD reviewing my own gameplay because I feel like I can always justify what it is that's wrong, what I did wrong. I'm like, yeah, but I did that because I was in a difficult position or something like that, right? So like what I suggest doing is either getting, I say coaching, but like see if you have like some sort of friend who can take a look at your stuff for you. And consider doing that, because I think sometimes even someone at the same level as you, a fresh set of eyes can help you to see the things that you're missing in your gameplay. And the other thing you can kind of do is look at the VODs of like players that are stronger than you, because you start to see some things, like they see the game very much so differently than you are. And I think that you can get some sort of ideas of how your weapon is supposed to play. And granted, you can't do everything that they can do because they probably have mechanics that are better than yours and they're more likely to win 1v1s than you may be. But I think that sometimes it can be really eye-opening, like getting either a second set of eyes on you or even like reaching out to like a player that plays a similar weapon and saying, hey, can I get VODs or something like that. I don't know if that's helpful. But for me, I feel like when I was kind of hitting a wall and I was like, I want to get better, but like I look at my VODs and I don't feel like I'm learning anything. I would just like, it may sound crazy, but I would throw like $5 at like, you know, a cheap coach on Metafy. And, you know, I'd have them look at my VODs for like an hour and I would come out of it feeling like so enriched. You know what? Because I'm like, oh, I never would have like seen this in my own gameplay. But yeah, I hope that's helpful. Sorry. Yeah, Stormy does coaching. So you should definitely look into that. And it's not just Inky said it, and it's not because I'm doing this for Stormy in the first place. All right, we're moving on to the next person. Anybody who submitted more than one person in their game, I'm leaving those for last. Moving on to the next person, we're looking at one of the splashes. There's so many splashes. Wait, there's a lot of splashes in this game. Wait a second. Firstly, let me give a rejection to this person. Moving on to the next one. The splash we're looking at. Nope. The splash we're looking at is on our team, but it's not the Japanese one. Okay. Play. We're getting into it. Yeah. Wait, my bad. Nope. This guy! Alright! Took me a while, but I found him. Is this guy playing sticks? I can't display camera. Wait, before let me double check what it is that they said about it. So half the time sitting at the enemy's basket. Oh, okay. Okay. We have a splash, I think, that plays like a brush in clans. Yeah, this is like, oh! Okay! This way! This way! Way, bro! Get out of there! We're giving the other team Wait. Let me. Oh my god. I always like mess up my ninja squid. Swim speed. Stealth jump. They have like they're in the same spot that they were before. They just like shark. They shark in that corner. Step 1 paint, step 2 shark in corner, step 3 profit. All right, bye Inky. Okay, this flank. Okay, don't piss me off. Your team has 2 entire clams. They're gonna score the basket. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're calling you. Please go back. Please go back. Dude. No. This way, please. Go help your teammates. This guy's a thrower. All right. Yo. Your whole team's dead, please. Oh my gosh. Hi, Squid Nick. What's up? Oh my gosh. The famous, the goated Squid Nick in my chat. Hello. I'm basically, I don't know if you know Wonders of Anarchy, like Stormy series, but he like reviews like terrible gameplay and people submit their games. But like a lot of the submissions are flops. Like they're not entertaining, they're not interesting. So I just watch them back for him, and I submit the ones that I think are like worth actually watching. So that is what I'm doing. So some of these are going to be boring, and some of them are going to be monumental throwers. Like this guy who is playing like a brush. He's doing that thing in clams where you just let your team get absolutely destroyed in a 3v4 while you just shark under the basket. Mind you, while your team does not have sufficient clams to score on the basket to begin with. So we're just throwing. Dude, and the team is begging. They're begging this guy to come back, and he just won't. Just won't, man. They're begging. I'd like report this guy. I really would. Stop it. They're like, you might be like, oh, jump it over here. But it's like, firstly, you have a clam. You got one entire pick, and now you're going to go down. All right. Your team is not going to fight. They're not going to jump to you while they're in an active, like, fight. Like, they're just not. And now everybody's dead. Like... Oh my gosh. No way! Okay, if that guy got through, I was about to have a fit, man. Reno 143. Bro. He's flanking again! Again! They have 2 balls, bro! No. Come on, man. Stop! You're saying come here, stop it. None of them even have a ball. Why are we There's 42 seconds left. Kill that guy. And the way you're gonna die, by the way. Like, an absolutely monumental throw, by the way. And like for what? Okay, a little peek behind the curtain. I actually have, you guys are not gonna see it, but I have different tiers of priority. I am going to accept this and give it a priority 2 and then write some notes about, about this guy. What do I even say? Though I think Stormy's, done something like this before. Splash, playing with brush behavior, sharking under basket, despite their team, all caps, begging them to come help them while they're being scored on. Basically, this guy's a thrower. This guy's a thrower and is just ridiculous, man. The thing is also, Stormy, I think, has done something like this before. It was like a, and I think it was a splash. I wonder if it's the same guy. It was a splash. I'll investigate that later. But I am curious as to whether, would it be okay if I ask another question? Of course, Ultra. I don't mind at all. I mean, of course, like, assuming it's, like, appropriate. And stuff like that. But yeah. Absolutely. If I can be of help, if anybody has any Splatoon questions or something like that, I'll try my best to help. I started Splatoon last summer and I've really enjoyed it. I think I've plateaued at X rank 5K. How hard would it be to get better from here? I don't have the most time to play, unfortunately. 5K Tentatek? Like 5,000? Um, so I feel like people, if you are at 5,000 Tentatek, meaning like you're in what, like top 10 or so? Is that correct? Um, I don't have the most time to play, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it is going to be hard. Yeah, Tentatek top 5. Oh, top 5,000. So not your score was 5,000, you were top 5,000 for finish for the season. Um, those are very I was like 5,000, bro. Like then you're like you're probably in the top 10. No, that's fine. Um I how hard will it be to get better? I think that getting better at that point, it's all about like, you know, who are you playing with and how, you know? Like I think that you should try maybe playing some Sendo Q. If you know Sendo.inc, right? I think that on top of that, like how do I to me, the way you get to the sort of like next level is when you start really kind of putting in that elbow grease. Because really, practice makes perfect. So, like, if you just like keep grinding and grinding, eventually you're going to get better. It'll take longer because the higher you get in skill, the harder it becomes. But I think that, like, when you start like very actively kind of like seeking out information, watching VODs from like better players, like getting second points of view, to me that's when you start like, because it's one thing when like you're just kind of working with what you have, you know, but I think like once you start like, you know, watching videos and like making it a point to get better, meeting people, I think that's another thing. Like meeting people and playing with people who you think are good and stuff like that. I feel like that really helps you push yourself. But ultimately, I think if you plateau, the only way that you actually stay where you are is when you stop being satisfied. When you start being satisfied with where you are. Like, I think genuinely it'll take a while, but if you like grind and grind and grind, you're going to get into situations and you'll recognize those situations and you'll make better choices as time goes by. So it'll feel like, oh my gosh, like, I haven't gotten better in like 3 months. But it's like, okay, but 5 months from now, you might be looking back like, oh, wow, I'm better than I used to be. You know what I mean? I think it just like takes an active sort of approach to like getting better, to like putting in the time. But also it's like, if you don't have the most time to play, yeah, I think getting a second opinion on your VODs and having people kind of like tell you, you know, hey, look at this, and saying, this was a bad choice. And you're like, oh, really? Well, I thought this and this. And someone can tell you, no, I think this is a better choice. And you might go, oh, I think that opens your eyes, and having things specifically to improve on, I think like makes you grow way faster. So like you're probably just like well on your way. It's just about like you know, you just saying, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna like keep moving, if that makes sense. We're gonna be looking at a C-Jet. Let me double check. Especially this. Let me mark this. The C-Jet. This guy didn't say much of anything, so I'm just gonna press play. Sorry if it all sounds like really not so helpful, but I feel like at the end of the day, people will often be like, oh, you know, it's just what's the word? It'll be like, it's just practice, and that doesn't feel super helpful, but unfortunately that is the case a lot of the time. Practice makes perfect, and that just takes time. Oh, this sharking C-Jet, bro. C-Jet. Okay. Spending time responding. Of course. My pleasure. Thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. What are we doing on this left side? Bro. Listen. This C-Jet, I don't envy them. I feel like it can be a little bit difficult to figure out where to stand on humpback clams. But I promise you it's not far left. That I can tell you. What are you doing, man? Oh, we threw the rain? Why? And then we left. What are we doing? I'm so confused. I feel like under my notes, I'm just gonna write question mark, because like genuinely, what are we doing? Okay, they're 2 down. No, wait! Okay. Exactly, throw that toxic mist, get out of dodge. Does your teammate not have, okay. My guy is just standing around for quite a bit there. Alright. Just chuck those in, bro. What? Okay. No problem. We're back. He's not the worst guy in the world, but there are some... That opening was very puzzling, I will say. Alright. Nice strikes. Oh, we dropped. Interesting. Oh, you wanted a 1v1 this guy. Oh, and they got out on top. All right. I didn't know you knew ball, bro. Okay. Wait. I like to go overhead so we can see where the state of the map when they jump. Because I feel like, okay. Booyah, bro. Yeah, that would have been me. I would have been like, booyah, like you saved me. Okay. You know what this feels like? It feels like the C-Jet was like playing one-handed for the first half. And now they're like, all right, let me lock in. I'm ready to actually play the game. That first half was so bizarre, bro. Maybe this guy like gave their game to like their little brother and saw them playing and was like, bro, you're not gonna drop my X rank. And took the controller back, like that's what it's giving. Yeah. Kill that guy. Nice. Yeah, how is this the same guy? Like, am I crazy? Alright. Yeah, let me start writing my notes on this. Tell me if something crazy happens. This way? Why are we this way? You have the ball. Jump in, bro. You guys are really close to losing. I actually think you should just widen. Like, I don't think defense is the play here, but I don't think this is crazy. I get while they're just kind of like watching everything, but this is a very trepidatious position to be in. Uh-oh. Yeah, you see? Oh, do they not have a ball? Oh, they got lucky. All right. Okay. I guess I have to reject this. But I'll put in notes. You know what? I'm going to mark this as C notes, which I don't usually do. Gameplay in the first half is deeply questionable. Gameplay in the first half is deeply questionable. And then my guy just locks in halfway through the game. He feels like two different people playing. They're low-key doing absolutely nothing. The first half. Then they kind of save the game for the team. Like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they took the controller from their kid brother or something? Several question marks. All right. That's that one. There we go. Next we're gonna be doing a wiper. See, this is literally it's pretty tedious. It's not very entertaining. Like, I'm not here to be entertaining. I was just like, you know what? I could use some company while I look over these like chopped games. Most of which are just like someone doing like nothing or whatever. So not super interesting, I fear. Maybe, but that was like a weird one. I don't know what that was about. All right. Yeah, we're looking at the wiper. I should read what was said about the wiper. Wait. My bad. Here we go. Wait, am I crazy? Left stick. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Oh. That poor cooler. Wait, let me see the quick jump, no stealth, and quick respawn. Yikes! Oh, I was about to say, I'm not submitting this. Oh no! It's jumping? You're right there, bro. Why are we jumping in? Alright. I'm sorry, you had your special. Why'd you pick up? Oh my god. What are we doing? It's like any percent speed run. What are we jumping to? A guy who bro! You're not him. This guy is so sure that he's him, bro. And he's not. You're not that guy. No! What? This guy doesn't use the— Stop it! My gosh! Seek help, my guy. Like, seek help. What are we doing? There's an ad break, except for Fish. Fish is safe from the ad break. Hello, Fish. Bro. Okay. Okay. We are just unsafe jumps, bro. Every single jump is unsafe. Like, this feels like bingo. Like, this is not. We need to study this guy's brain chemistry, I fear. What are you doing? Stop! This guy is in a 1v4 and they still jump to them, by the way. Stop jumping! Stop, I'm begging you. Bro. See, this is like the type of freak I need people to submit. Cause like, what is wrong with you? Genuinely. Stop! Just stop. Oh my god. They're not jumping only because they have no one to jump to, by the way. Let me start writing my notes. It's basically that Thunder on Tower, bro. My guy must be playing bingo or something because there's no way anyone genuinely thinks this makes sense to just jump in and die, rinse, and repeat. Like, is this fun? I'm so curious. Like, I'm so curious. Dude went 4 and 20 and that's basically I'm so curious. Doesn't use for 20 speaks for itself P much. All right. There we go. That's the wiper. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. All right. I'm going to queue up the next game. With love and respect, this is the person who just was like very unclear about the person, but that's okay. That's okay, we ball. All right. Okay. So this person's gonna be an E-leader, I'm pretty sure. And my problem with E-leader submissions, I will tell you, there are quite a lot of E-leader submissions, and I think I've only accepted maybe one. Because the thing is, I feel like when you're playing, like, when you have an E-leader on your team and you can see and feel them missing their shots, I feel like it pisses you off. And that's normal. But it's like, I'm not here to VOD review. I'm not here to, like, watch videos of you getting mad at a leader who generally has fine game sense but just misses their shots. I just don't care. I don't care if you have a leader in your game who is just whiffing every single shot. Like, that is not a person who should be submitted. Like, so, like, cut it out, man. Who should be submitted are, like, genuinely people who are, like, wild. All right, we have a pick. They're getting out of dodge. I'm sorry, was that the gal at bottom right? Am I crazy? Help your buddy. I'm literally gonna get so annoyed at this person if it's literally just like, okay, all of their teammates died. Okay, they're throwing now. They're mad at their teammates. Yeah, alright. Let me see. And this game is not that, okay. I'm going to, so fun fact, guys. Not only do I have a section for notes, I'll tell you this. I don't just have a section for notes on the game. I have a section for notes on the submitter. And I'm going to have some strong words for this submitter because this game is literally 1 entire minute long. And the part is low key. I think one of the reasons this leader is throwing is because at that first start, the first thing they do is they get a pick. I think the submitter is the gal, if I'm not mistaken. They take this top. They get this pick, right? They whiff this kill, and that's fine. Now they need their teammates to take care of that bottom right. Guy dies. Now the gal is here, and there's someone top left. They have to get out of dodge. That guy dies. And they just get run down because all of their teammates die. So they're like, all right. They spawn back in. The whales are coming out, trying to position themselves. This guy bottom right jumps out. There's nobody here. This guy dies. And I think this leader just decides, what am I doing? My teammates are garbage. And just starts throwing because on a big place like this, when your teammates can't even like necessarily get out of spawn. Now, don't get me wrong. This throw is way too early. Here's what I think happened. You know what? It's not even done yet. So that's not fair for me to already talk about this before the game is even done, right? All right. And this is especially annoying because, like, this is... I don't think the original submitter even mentioned throwing. They're just like, this guy... But trust me, it's not. Okay, first thing, I'll tell you this. If somebody says, oh, don't trust the KD, this person's terrible. It's you I don't trust. I'll tell you that. It's you I don't trust. Anytime someone says, I know that the KD doesn't look bad, but trust me, they're bad. They're lying. Never, not once, have I ever accepted a submission that says, the KD seems fine, but, like, the guy's terrible. Not once. Usually it's someone that's mad because someone's like, I don't know, they hate some guy in their game. But, like, usually they're like, oh, like, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, the KD's 8 and 9. This looks like an 8 and 9 game. So what's the issue? Like, you're submitting a thrower that, for a 1-minute game, dude. What are we doing? Let me watch the player. Opening gambit. 1 pick. Can't get the pick on this guy. Tetras are down 2. Where are we jumping? Ill-advised jumping. Bro! There's a wall! What are we doing? You put up a wall against the wall and start shooting? What are we doing? Okay. With love and respect, I actually think the leader may be a better player than you are. And it's not crazy that... Okay. Okay. Here's what I think, right? I think that, in my opinion, like, because this person isn't, like, absolute, like, horrible or anything like that. But they're making some poor decisions here, I would argue. And what I think happened for the leader, and this has happened in some other games I reviewed, as much as you're mad, oh, this guy started tilting and, like, giving up, like, way too early. What I think is likely the culprit here is that the leader is in like the third straight what feels like an unwinnable game. Cuz I find myself like I'll be in a bunch of games where I feel like my whole team is just like terrible and it feels super unwinnable, and I'm very prone to tilting. So I feel like in the third game, very early on, I'm just like, bro, like what? I'm like busting my tail to try and win this, and my team just keeps wiping under my feet. Like I'm trying so hard, I get 3 people down, and I go, oh, and I die on the third person, and then like that person kills me, and we wiped. And I said, how'd you all die? Hello? And really early into the game, I start feeling like this is just pointless. This is another game with terrible people, you know, and you start tilting early. And to those people, they're like, why are you throwing? It's just been 40 seconds. But to this guy, it's like their sixth straight game of like flops on their team. And I haven't watched everyone. I don't know that they're all flops, but from their point of view, this leader's point of view, their teammates twice in a row unnecessarily wipe straight under their feet. And I feel like this guy's like, you know what? This is a waste of my time, is what this is. And I'm not going to put, if they're not going to put in the effort, neither am I. And like, that's unfortunate because like you're throwing people's games. And like, that's not cool. But also, like, I, I have some words for this submitter, unfortunately. Leader, own team, denied. I don't think I can put this all here. The devil advocate of all time, me. Cause this guy's not a bad player. Like, I guess they're being submitted because they're like, they're throwing. But the thing is, like, I guess my thing is, Inky, when I see a player that's relatively good, um, oh, I just realized that this entire time I didn't have, I didn't have, that's so funny. Wait, I didn't have my VTuber. Not my VTuber, my PNG tuber. Um, I uh I think like most of the time when I see someone who is like a pretty good player, like start tilting and throwing early, I feel like that's kind of the case because otherwise like they're a good player. They know the pace of the game, you know? So why are they like getting mad? And I feel like usually the culprit is that like they're getting mad because they've pre-tilted already. They're already in a poor headspace. So like, you know, I mean maybe I'm being a devil's advocate, but I feel like it's because like let's say you're putts 12, right? Putts 12 is bad at the game. So it's just like I've seen a lot of submissions where there's someone who's just like terrible and they start tilting because their team essentially can't pick up their slack. They're like, "What do you mean? Like I keep throwing myself at the other team and you guys aren't capitalizing off of it." And it's like, "Yeah, because you're throwing, bro." Putts 12 mentioned. Like when you're watching a Putts 12, like I've seen people who like are doing terrible. Uh and they're just diving the enemy, especially enemy leaders. They're like feeding. Exactly. They're completely feeding and they're doing nothing for their team but putting their team in a permanent 3v4. And then they start like throwing because they're like, oh, I guess you guys aren't going to like help off of my openings. And it's like, you're just a flop. But I feel like when I see strong, like, I mean, I didn't see that much gameplay from this guy. But like, when you see people who are genuinely like, seem to be good enough at the game, I have to like question why are they tilting so early? And I feel like solid players who tilt early, it's usually because like they're already in a poor mental state, probably because of prior games. So this person, all right, I'm denying it, and I'm gonna say firstly, this Firstly, this game is like 1 minute long, so why? Firstly, it's like 1 minute long, so it's a waste. Woo! Excuse me, guys. Firstly, this minute is like 1 minute long, so it's a waste of time. Second, leader starts tilting pretty early, but I have a feeling they're kinda pre-tilted from prior games because they seem like an alright player and they watched their team go down like dominoes more than once. Now we're gonna get to the section. Thank you, Inky, for blessing me. We're gonna get the section where we talk about this submitter. This submission is kinda wild because my guy is clearly making mistakes that are probably ultimately leading to this leader tilting. Or there's a poor jump in, throws a wall at the opposing team's gal's wall for some reason. Like, in my opinion, I don't know that this dude, okay, from what I've seen, that this dude, from what I've seen, is a great player either, so shrug. I don't know, bro, shrug. That's what I'm gonna say to that. Because it's like they're tilting, because like you guys have to be up so that you can protect your leader. So when the leader just gets run down because you guys are constantly like doing whatever, like they're gonna get mad. I don't think that's. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy because they're throwing, but like I see where their anger is coming from because I've been that backline who has my front lines just go down, uh, like nothing. So I can't even be too mad at it. Now, let me see something. Alright. Yeah, I've seen some of the worst people just diving. Like, it's not that guy, right? So. Is that gray? Alright, we have a leader submitting. A sploosh on the opposing team. It's always interesting when I get, like, submissions from the opposing team. Because I'm like, how'd you recognize that guy was bad? Especially because there's some people who will submit someone from the opposing team and it's like, you only interacted with that guy like twice. Like, how'd you know that they were bad? Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. First, let me check what was said about this dude. Sniper on my team was just standing still. Bro, you need a mirror. Don't play bad enough that your sniper wants to throw. Sploosh on other team was not even attempting. He was simply spent the trying to sneak up on me. Oh! Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay. Oh, he's so sure. He's like, bro, leave, leave. Okay. Oh, and it's the beacon sploosh. It's not even curling sploosh, bro. Oh! Oh my god! Well! No way you died. Oh my god! Lock in, my guy. Respawn punished, okay. Where are we jumping to? Okay. Their beacon, I guess. He sees you. Get out of there. Get out of there, man. He clearly sees you. Stop! Wait, is this tower control? Tower control? I forgot what we were even playing. My guy's playing like hide and seek. He just keeps jumping to that beacon at the side. I can't believe this guy's not running curling and just tries to outmaneuver this. Stop! Give up, man. My guy has some sort of ego. I feel so bad for this E leader. No. The opposing team is at 14. Come back. Special power up. Sub power ups? Beacons? Your Honor, this is chopped. Your Honor, this gear is chopped. Please go get that cooler. Get the cooler! Please get the cooler. Please, 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 please. Bro. Just gonna jump to the beacon, bro. Stop! Oh my god! The squid bag is crazy. S. Hayes. Not squid bag the guy. Like, clearly he's not well. They're not well, rather. I don't know if these guys are. And now they're. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Like, this doesn't seem real, man. Why did they do that? Help your team. What are you? What? This is so weird. Like this, like the sploosh. I have to assert my dominance by trying to kill this leader. Like, what are you doing? I feel like no one plays this sploosh kit. I like completely forgot. Your team is at 84 and there's 30 seconds left. The hating is crazy. You're completely right. Like, the hating is genuinely crazy. This is generational hate. This is like Kendrick Lamar level hate, bro. We're booyahing. Bro, you lost. And you're like the reason why. Alright. Okay. Guys, this is going to get an accept priority 1 from me. The hating is absolutely crazy on this one. The hitting is absolutely crazy on this one, bro. A sploosh tunneling on an E-liter for a full game. Like, wait, a sploosh? Wait. With chopped gear. Tunneling on an E-liter for the full game. Like, it's genuinely wild. And as for the submitter, submitting this despite the fact that, like, they went down a few times, a good sport. We love to see it. Being able to be like, yeah, this guy, like, got me a few times, but, like, at the same time, like, he was throwing. Like, they... this guy, like, was genuinely throwing and, like, cost their team the game, and I'm okay with that. Like, that's very diva. We're gonna give this person a good score. And then, let's see. Let me check who's next. That is going to be, let's see. We're going to be looking at a Nova. With love and respect, I don't think I've ever seen a strong Nova, you know? So, we'll see how this goes. 5 shots to kill. That's tough stuff. Tower control. Thanks everyone for joining me and keeping me company thus far. I see I have an ad break in like 5 minutes, so hopefully I can like speedrun this. Alright. Wait, let me really quickly read what was said about this person. Okay. Basically AFK. Like they did okay at the beginning and then they were like just like not doing nothing. But I don't expect much from a Nova, bro. What do you want this guy to do? Get kills? Like, and even worse, they're not even on a Nova, bro. Board for us is crazy. Board for us is a strong way of putting that. He's like right there. Run speed, special power up, swim speed, chopped gear. Special power up for whale, by the way. Okay. Alright, this guy's like, oh, like he's playing turf, but that's because he's like, I think they might be like just trying to get their special. Because like, where are they going to fight with their main weapon? Just the Nova up. You gotta keep that space, buddy. Get into mid. I have a feeling I am in for a whole lot of nothing. Kill that guy, kill that guy. Nice. Okay, finish that guy, finish that guy. Come on, man. That come on, man was not for the Nova. It was for the submitter, apparently, who was sitting on top right. Who didn't kill the Dynamo, who was 1. Should I have a Japanese donut and corn dog from a shop I know tomorrow, or hold until glaze? I mean global gauntlet. Question mark? If the question is, should you get food? The answer is yes. That sounds delicious. Why is Nova playing turf? That's what this guy says. They're like, Nova's turfing, but I think that they're turfing like... 'cause all Nova really can do is paint. And I think this person wants their special. It's hard because it's like, this guy's like turfing, but at the same time, like... I don't know, like... What do I kind of expect from this gun? Like, it can't fight. It's not fast. It's not like a sploosh where you can, like, run people down. Like, it's not good at anything. Genuinely. All it's good at, really, is just farming its special, and they're on the worst kit. So they're farming for whale, but whale is just not useful, so. This is just like, I don't know. The shot velocity buff is troll. Nova's troll. You see, this person, like, I'm gonna check how many specials they got, but like, I'm sure it's quite a bit because they're just like, I think they know the deal. They can't fight anybody, not really. So they're just like painting for their, okay, there's a back. Especially they're going up a forge will kill them. A jet outranges them. A brush will kill them. All these weapons will kill them. I mean, they might be able to go up against a Dynamo. Okay, they're being shot at. They get out of dodge. They have like serviceable game sense. You know what I mean? They're being contested by a jet. They leave. Yeah. I'm gonna preemptively reject this, but I'm gonna let this play while I do so. Saying guys surfing, but like it's a Nova. Realistically, what do you want from them? From them to fight. Submitter dropped a kill from the Nova when the Dynamo was won, by the way. Alright. Ads. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's see. I don't think the ad ends in like 2 minutes for those who are stuck in it. So I'll be conscientious of that. Actually, maybe I should have waited until the ad to like write up my notes. Make life a little bit easier for everyone. Also, I don't know if I'll like the VOD is being saved, so you can always like watch it back. But I don't know if I'll like upload it anywhere necessarily. We have a battle replay marked for download. Why am I reading that? Let me double check who it is. supposed to be watching. Alright, we already have chopped gear. Chat. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up what was said about this guy. Let me take the time while everybody's in an ad to reject this. Playing sticks. Grabbing the Rainmaker. Okay. At least it seems like this person has like watched back their footage, which I appreciate. But this is like, oh, my bad. So because most of you were in ads, we're gonna start again. Ninja Squid, ink recovery, and ink saver, sub saver. Welcome back, Inky. Welcome back, anyone stuck in ads. See this jump? That's not crazy. Solid jump. I love. Get out of there. Get out of there. What are we doing? There's an active jet. Good up. My guy is so sure that they're team master, man. Oh, they've got bubble. Please do not pick up. Please use the bubble. What? I'm so confused. What are we doing? What are we trying to do? Alright. Rainmaker 101, wait for your team. Thank you. Golly, why? There's so much orange, and yet we're just chucking bombs. Oh, that's a pen. Ooh. Not pleasant. Alright. Is that the pen? Yeah. They saw the pen shooting at them and they picked up anyways. This pen has respawn punisher, bro. What are you doing? Oh my god! Whip of the century, man. No! I didn't even see that splish, in all fairness. Not good. Bro! Come on, man! Come on! This is like a little bit painful to watch. Like, come on, dude. A jump, man. You with the jump kill? Where are we going? I'm just so curious. There's a pen! You have a bubble! Like, they're playing a whole different game, man. The person who submitted this said they were running around like a chicken without its head, and I'm like, that's... I couldn't have described it better myself. This guy, they are just running around. This is not the guy you want holding your Rainmaker when you have 1 minute left. That is a catastrophe. I'm gonna mark this as a maybe, and I'm going to say, what is bro doing? Like, I don't even know what they're doing. You have bubbles! Why do you keep picking up? Stop picking up! And this, and the pen doesn't even have complete gear. Let's see where they're jumping to. Don't pick up. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Imagine if you had bubble because you didn't just die unnecessarily. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's it. All right. What do I even say about this? Help me out, chat. What do I say about this? Submitter said bro is like a chicken. Bro is like a chicken with its cut off. And I think that's an accurate assessment. I'm just like, what is bro doing? Bomb spamming. Bob spamming. Objective diving junior. That's basically what it is. I don't know, they suck. You wouldn't be wrong. I think that's accurate, in all fairness. I'm like, should I like call it there or should I loop back? Because the thing is, what I do is I do the one and dones first and then I do the multiple people first. Then I loop back and do the people who have multiple submissions in one game. And I'm like, I don't know if what the... Oh, it's because this person put an O instead of a 0. Come on, man. No? Am I crazy? 0. Oh, yeah. They put an O instead of a 0. What are we looking at, bro? We're almost done. Inky, I'm not gonna do yours on stream because I feel like that's like bias. Maybe you're here because you just want to watch me watch them. In which case, maybe that's disappointing if I don't watch them on stream. We have a Splution Dapples. True. Is the true to the bias comment, or is the true to, what's it called? To you're here because you low-key want to see me do it on stream, which is fair. I feel like I'd be the same way. I'd be like, ooh, do mine. I know you have it. Let's see. The newer one happened because my mates didn't push up Plot. Well, we'll see, because I feel like some people are terrible. No, you submitted like several people in one game. And I was like, okay. Where's the sploosh? Here it is. Wait, is it the enemy sploosh? Give me a sec. I just put sploosh and dapple. Let me read what was said. But I didn't specify which sploosh. Usually I'm better than that. Let's see. My sploosh. Okay. Finally, we have a curling bomb sploosh, bro. What are you doing? Sub spam, but the sub in question. Oh. That's not crazy. Hey. Stop farming that hammer. And get in mid. Wipe out. Get to the enemy basket. You're throwing them forward. Don't piss me off. What are we doing? Just kill the guy. They're in front of you. Kill the guy, man. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of which, let me check this guy's, Sorry. Wait, where are they jumping to? Would not have jumped. Wait, what? Ink Saber main, Sub Saber main. Not even a ninja squid from this guy. What are we doing? Hey, yo? Who are we jumping to? Who could we possibly be jumping to? Just swim, man. Where are we going? Why? And they have a leader. What are you doing? Oh my god. Bro. This is an X battle. Oh my gosh. This guy is an X rank. Dude, just throw the hammer. Just throw the hammer. Stop. Mind you, this exact same thing happened last time. There is absolutely no one here we should be jumping to, by the way. Everyone was in an active fight. Let that guy go. Stop chasing him. Let them go. Y'all. The sploosh missed a clam. A point blank. You chase after this guy who's long gone. someone has me laughing this hard, I gotta hit them with that accept. I really do. Wipe out. This is so avoidable. Are they forgetting that they're up against a leader? I know that guy was clipping it. That guy was clipping it, so they were staying. Do something. There's no way. Wait. I don't think y'all quite caught that. Oh my gosh. Like, this is the freest hurling bomb kill. This guy's clipping it, so he dies. What you done? Uh-oh, they have the ball. Give it to your leader, please. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Give it to your leader. Where's your leader? Okay, there's a hammer. Why are we waiting? What are we waiting for? Get ready to push. Near the front line. Oh, and throw that, please. Stop doing it! Stop it! And now you have to mini. Okay, and you have 30 seconds. Oh my god. Stormy. You gotta see this. No way! Okay, okay. Like, there's genuinely no way, by the way. Where are we jumping to? The guy under tower? Okay. Win. You just let yourself get flying, man. Like a pancake. You guys don't have the ball, by the way. Oh my. Where do I start? Where do I even start? So this is gonna get an accept priority 1. And I have to watch the Dapples now, but I can't imagine what the Dapples could do that could live up to that sploosh. Bro. I'm genuinely in stitches. I'm genuinely in stitches. Let me add your notes here, Inky. Bro, I'm genuinely in stitches. My guy needs to uninstall yesterday. Their mechanics of the game are just, you see, people be just like, think about how that one person submitted the throwing leader, and then you got people with this sploosh on their team. Like, there are some people who have this sploosh on their team, and you're like boo-hooing because you have a Nova that's like painting for like whale all game. This guy is a tragedy. Here we are. On sticks. Oh, you know what? They submitted the Dapple because they said to watch them because they think they might be lagging. I think. They said their movement is weird, they might be lagging. Oh, maybe that's why they keep standing still. I thought they were clipping, but it might be that like, they're just lagging. lagging. I wonder if they have a controller issue. Like their controller is low-key unresponsive. Ooh, that was a really good dodge roll. Yeah, I don't think they're lagging. I think they're having control. Have you tried custard of any kind before? Of course. Of course I have. Opinion for it. What do you mean? What opinion? Why is Apple sliding? Okay. They just keep kind of like standing emojis, like randomly. Is what it seems like to me. Custard? I mean, it's good. I've never had like custard or cream in like a donut or something? Or... Oh, this poor Slugger. Slugger is lagging. You see that? You see? But when they're like in enemy ink, like they get slowed down. I feel like that wouldn't happen if like they were lagging. Oh, really? No, custard? I mean, I could be wrong. I think custard might be a type of custard, but custard, I mean, it's fine. You know, it's like kind of like a heavy, creamy sort of thing. It's like okay, I would try it. You know. Oh, custard. I think. More specifically, it's like a cream, but it's like egg-based, I think, custard. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what makes something custard, is that it has like egg whites in it. Stick to the caramel crunch. I mean, like, I think we should try everything once. You know? How did that guy miss their shot? How did that happen? Okay, I think everything's probably fine with this guy. But one of the leaders is lagging. You don't want to pay for it. Yadada. We live in a capitalistic society. Let me check on this leader. No, wait, I'm not on the leader, my bad. I feel like I saw them trying to like take, oh, hydrate. All right, I actually have a drink right here. Ooh, a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Ooh, they're quick as a whip. They're really fast. Those shots were nasty. T. Thank you for the hydrating, T. Making sure I stay nice and fine, but they look laggy on somebody else's. Who actually spammers? That's brutal. I think this might be the submit. Oh, they were this way to this blue. That's all the way over there. That's right in the enemy basket. Alright. Nice pick from the brush. Alright. Honestly, that brush should have just handed it to you, but I'm not mad at the pity. Why'd that guy throw it? Throw! Alright. You see it? Like, this is lag. Maybe it's not them specifically, but it's somebody I won't concern myself with who's lagging. That's not my job here. To figure out who's lagging in the what's it called? Someone. And I believe they are alpha. It wasn't the sploosh. So it might have been the zap of the brush, but I don't know. Dapples, denied. What was up with the Dapples? I think OP thought Dapples may be weird or lagging, but I actually think it's likely they had an unresponsive controller. All right, nice job, Zach. You see, this is what I do. I'm so jobless, bro. I'm sure everyone but Inky has left by now to go do more useful things. And yet, I'm still here. Going through this like I'm going to get paid or this is my job. But hey, I'm trying to be helpful. I don't got anything better to do. Me? Neither, Inky. Me? Neither. Download. Use a carbon. Wait, sorry, I forgot to check who the problem player is. The Tetris and the C-Jet. Let me double check what was said. Ad break in 5 minutes. Hopefully we can get through that quickly. Sorry about that. Especially I know that ad break is like looming over my head. Let me, what was said here? Let's see. Let's see. I gotta be faster than this. I'm gonna dodge that ad break. One of my teammates. Tetra played bad, but mostly just feeding. Jet was playing both Jet and Tetris. Okay. They were basically like, they sucked. I'll watch the Tetris first. Sorry, I'm actually gonna go back to the beginning so I can trust. Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. This guy died immediately. Object shredder, that's not crazy. Okay. Get out of there, bro. Okay. broke their ankles, maybe. Get that pick, get that pick. Aw. Good play, though. Oh, no. Alright. Who are we jumping to? What are you doing? This way? Why? Well, I mean, they are diving the other team, but also I don't know if I'm deeply mad at it, if their touches, whatever. Good jump. And they have stealth. Takes a little while, but okay. Nice! Nice, Max. Exactly. Get him. Why was this guy submitted? They seem to have pretty good game sense. Nice pick. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but I fall for splashdowns all the time. I see a guy, I'm like, that guy's free. I try and kill him, they splash down. Ill-advised jump. Should not have done that. Nice trade. This is annoying. I am going to reject this off rip. I'm gonna watch the rest, but I'm rejecting this. This guy's like genuinely a solid player. Like some of their jumps are ill-advised, but like they're getting the kill. Like, what do you want from this guy? I don't know. Like, am I missing something? It's hard to track at times. Not a good jump. But like most of their jumps are pretty bad. But it's kind of whatever. I'm not mad at a Tetra excessively jumping in. You know what I mean? I mean, I am mad at it. I take that back. I'm mad. You should not be excessively jumping in. But if it's anyone who's going to like feed like this, it'll be Tetris, you know? Another jump in. Learn your lesson, my friend. Now we have an issue. Stop doing this. Alright. I'm gonna trade this denied out for a maybe because it's like half the game they're good and the other half they like just jump in. Now they're like, this is weird. This is like not the same player from the first half. The jump-ins are still terrible, but like... This jump's fine. I mean, I would jump to the guy all the way back, but okay. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, at a certain point they just said, you know what, diving's fun, bro. Like, they stopped playing this game. Like a normal person. Oh. Wait. Alright, maybe... Let me write this out. Well, while y'all are in an ad, let me write this out. This is so weird. I was like... Tetras are pretty solid mechanically. Get some good picks. Get some good picks. They just have kind of scuffed and ill-advised jump-ins. But then, like, halfway through the game, they suddenly lost half of their and literally just jump in, die, feed, rinse, repeat for like the rest of the game. Like, I'm so confused how they randomly started selling. Okay. Reason? Like, they're feeding for fun. That is like one of the longest notes I've ever written. All right. Welcome back, BT. You didn't miss much. You missed the final 10 seconds, which is much of this. What were the notes? I said this is one of the longest notes I've ever written. I said, this is so weird because like the Tetras are pretty solid mechanically, get some good picks. They just have kind of scuffed and ill-advised jump-ins, but then like halfway through the game, they suddenly lost half of their brain and suddenly just jump in, die, feed, rinse, repeat for like the rest of the game. Like, I'm so confused how they randomly started selling for no reason. It doesn't look like tilting, so I'm confused. It's like they're feeding for fun. Those were the notes. Strong start. They're on sticks. Honestly, this person is giving, what's it called? What was that thing in Splatoon 2? The, like, Woomy